tear the sky apart. You can drown out every word, but the song we sing tonight is the loudest you've ever heard. So hold on, don't you let it go. Where the embers in the cold that still glow, screaming to the sky, we were never meant to fade. Bet you can't kill this light, no matter what they say. Burning through the night like the last star in the dark. Bet you can't kill this light, it's already in your heart. We are the restless, we are the brave. Everything we lost is everything we'll say. Screaming to the sky, we will never ever fade. You can't kill this light, no matter what you say. Burning through the night, we're the fire in the dark. You can't kill this light, it's already in our hearts. It's already in our hearts. You can't kill this light. Once it's in your chest, there's no way out. Bet you can't unfeel this even now. It's carved into the bones of who you are. Bet you can't unfeel this scar. Tried to box it up and walk away, pretend it didn't shape you anyway. But every quiet moment brings it back, the weight of all the things you can't unpack. And it stays, like a song you can't unhear. It plays once it's in your chest, there's no way out. Bet you can't unfeel this even now. It's carved into the bones of who you are. Bet you can't unfeel this scar. Maybe that's okay, maybe that's the point. Every broken piece becomes a joint that holds you up and makes you who you'll be. The feeling is the proof that you were free. And it stays, like a song you can't unhear. It plays once it's in your chest, there's no way out. Bet you can't unfeel this even now. It's carved into the bones of who you are. Bet you can't unfeel this scar. So stop running, stop hiding. Let the feeling be your guiding light through everything you've been. This is where the healing begins. day comes around, you'll carry it without a single sound. Not a burden, but a part of you. The feeling made it real, the feeling made it true. It's in your chest, and it's here to stay. You couldn't unfeel this, come what may. It's carved into the bones of who you are, and it's made you who you are. Who you are, who you are. It's made you who you are. Strike the match! Watch the embers fly. Bet you can't burn it down and let it die. Everything they built to keep you small. Bet you can't burn it down. Watch it fall. They built you a cage and they called it a home. A list of rules carved into stone. Told you to fit in a box that's too tight, but there's a fire and you're ready to ignite. So light it up, let the old world char. Burn it down to find out who you are. Strike the match, watch the embers fly. Bet you can't burn it down and let it die. Everything they built to keep you small. Bet you can't burn it down. Watch it fall. It's scary to torch what you've always known, to stand in the ashes of all you've grown. But sometimes you gotta level the ground before you build something new and profound. So light it up, let the old world char. From the ashes is where you'll go for. Strike the match, watch the embers fly. Bet you can't burn it down and let it die. Everything they built to keep you small. Bet you can't burn it down. Watch it fall. Burn it, let the old world go. Burn it, time for you to grow. And from the smoke, a new shape appears. The you that you bury beneath the years. The cage is gone, just ash on the ground, and you're finally free. You burned it down, you struck the match, the embers flew. You burned it down, and something grew. Everything they built to keep you small, you burned it down, you watched it fall. You said you'd be okay, but I saw the way your hands began to shake, holding it together with the fraying thread, replaying every word we never said. And it's rising up, and it's breaking through. Everything you bear, it's coming back for you. Go ahead and try, keep it all inside. Bet you can't hold back the tears tonight. Every wall you built is gonna fall. Bet you can't hold back the tears at all. You laugh it off, you say it doesn't matter, but I hear your heart behind the shatter. There's no shame in letting yourself feel. The only way to heal is to make it real. And it's rising up, and it's breaking through. Everything you bear, it's coming back for you. Go ahead and try, keep it all inside. Bet you can't hold back the tears tonight. Every wall you built is gonna fall. Bet you can't hold back the tears at all. Let it go, let it out. This is what it's all about. You don't have to be so strong. You've been holding on too long. So here we are at the end of the night, tears on your face, catching light, and you finally breathe like it's the first time. Everything broken starts to align. Go ahead and cry, let it all collide. You couldn't hold back the tears tonight. Every wall you built is finally falling, and you're still here, still standing tall. Still here, still standing. Let it go. Faster, faster, but it's catching up. But you can't outrun the fall. Give it up. Everything you're running from is right behind. Bet you can't outrun the fall this time. You've been sprinting since you were a kid, running from everything you ever did, but the ground keeps shifting under your feet, and the past don't ever know defeat. So stop, turn around, face it head on. You can't keep running till the morning's gone. Faster, faster, but it's catching up. But you can't outrun the fall. Give it up. Everything you're running from is right behind. break you down, and for the first time you don't make a sound, and the fall that you feared becomes the flight. You stopped running and you found the light. You couldn't outrun, so you let it catch the fall you feared. You finally matched everything you ran from, set you free. The fall was where you were meant to be. Meant to be. Meant to be. The fall set you free. Open up your lungs and tear it from your core. Bet you can't scream this loud. Give me more. Everything you held back, let it all explode. Bet you can't scream this loud. Let it go. You swallowed every word they made you hate. You took the hits and stayed down on your feet. But there's a fire underneath your skin. Tonight's the night you finally let it in. So raise your voice, make the silence break. Everything you buried's at stake. Open up your lungs and tear it from your core. Bet you can't scream this loud. Give me more. Everything you held back, let it all explode. Bet you can't scream this loud. Let it go. They told you to be quiet, to behave, to dig your own silence like a grave. But you were never meant to disappear. Tonight the whole world's gonna hear. So raise your voice, make the silence break. Everything you are is at stake. Open up your lungs and tear it from your core. Bet you can't scream this loud. Give me more. Everything you held back, let it all explode. Bet you can't scream this loud. Let it go. Louder. Louder. Tear it all apart. Louder. Louder. Straight from And now your voice is shaking through the walls. The kind of sound that breaks down all the falls. You found it, the roar you kept inside. Tonight you scream it loud, with nothing left to hide. Your lungs are raw and your throat is tore. You screamed it loud, you gave it more. Everything you held back finally explode. You screamed it loud. You let it go. Let it go. Let it go. resist. The rhythms call, the wallflower's gone. You're alive in the crowd, you couldn't sit out. And now you're loud, the whole room's moving. You're part of the alive. You couldn't sit this one out, you survive. The beat dropped in, and you're on your feet. You couldn't sit this one out, you feel the hate. Feel the hate. Feel the hate. You couldn't sit it out. Down on the ground with the weight on your chest. Bet you can't stand back up, do your best. Everyone's watching you stay where you fell. Bet you can't stand back up. Break the spell. They counted you out when you hit the floor. Said you never get up, never fight no more. The crowd already turned and walked away, but they don't know the words you're gonna say. 'Cause it's not about how hard you fall, it's about whether you rise at all. Down on the ground with the weight on your chest. Bet you can't stand back up, do your best. Everyone's watching you stay where you fell. Bet you can't stand back up. Break the spell. One hand on the ground, then a knee, then a foot. The slowest climb out of everything that took. But every inch is a war that you win. The rising is where the real strength begins. 'Cause it's not about how hard you fall, it's whether you answer the call. Down on the ground with the weight on your chest. Bet you can't stand back up, do your best. Everyone's watching you stay where you fell. Bet you can't stand back up. Break the spell. Get up, get up. One more time. Get up, get up. The climb is mine. There you are, on your own 2 feet. Battered and bruised, but you're not beat. The ones who counted you out now stare at the one who rose from the depths of despair. You were down on the ground with the weight on your chest, but you stood back up, you passed the test. Everyone watching saw you break the spell. You stood back up from where you fell. Stand back up.
We've been through too much to break that easy. The bond that we built ain't going down breezy. 'Cause every wedge you drive just makes us tight. We're standing together through the night. Drive a wedge between, do your worst from the start. Bet you can't tear us apart. Tear us apart. We're bound by something stronger than your hate. Bet you can't tear us apart. It's too late. You don't understand what we are inside. A family chosen, a fierce kind of pride. You can throw your worst, you can try to divide, but we'll close the ranks and stand side by side. 'Cause every wedge you drive just makes us tight. We're unbreakable, we're dynamite. Drive a wedge between, do your worst from the start. Bet you can't tear us apart. Tear us apart. We're bound by something stronger than your hate. Bet you can't tear us apart. It's too late. Together forever, you can't break the bond. Together forever, we're moving And here we stand at the end of your game, closer than ever, we're not the same. You tried to break us, but you made us strong. You couldn't tear us apart. All alone, you drove a wedge between, you did your worst from the start, but you couldn't tear us apart. Tear us apart. We're bound by something stronger than your hate. You couldn't tear us apart. It's too late. You couldn't tear us apart. Together forever. Take your best shot, throw it at the wall. Bet you can't break what's already broken at all. I've been to the bottom, I know the floor. Bet you can't break what's already broke before. You think your words can cut me down, but I've already drowned in this town. Every blade you throw just hits the scar. You can't damage what's already in pieces where you are. So go ahead, give it everything. There's nothing left for you to break in me. Take your best shot, throw it at the wall. Bet you can't break what's already broken at
silence I found a sound. You broke me once, but never again. The broken become the strongest man. Take your best shot, it bounces off the wall. You couldn't break what's already broken at all. I've been to the bottom and I climbed the floor, and I'm not broken anymore. Not broken Years go by, but it stays the same. Bet you can't forget how it hurt, the shame. You buried it deep, but it claws right through. Bet you can't forget what it did to you. You said you moved on, you said it's the past, but some kinds of wounds were never built to last. They open again at the smallest thing. A song, a smell, the cold of early spring, and it floods right back every single night. The memory burning underneath the light. Years go by, but it stays the same. Bet you can't forget how it hurt, the shame. You buried it deep, but it claws right through. Bet you can't forget what it did to you. But maybe the point isn't to forget, maybe it's to carry it without regret. To hold the weight and keep on walking through, to let the hurt become a part of you, and it floods right back every single night. But now you're standing in your own dim light. Years go by, but it stays the same. But you can't forget how it hurt, the shame. You buried it deep, but it claws right through. Bet you can't forget what it did to you. Remember it, don't run from it. Hold the scar, become from it. Every wound's a story told of all the things you couldn't hold. So here you are with the past in hand, finally learning how to understand. The hurt was real, but so was getting through, and that's the part that made you you. Years go by, but you're not the same. You couldn't forget how it hurt, the shame, but it claws right through, and you're still here, and you're stronger every year. You hold the reins so tight, your knuckles white. Bet you can't let yourself go tonight. Always in control, always holding the line. Bet you can't let yourself go this time. You map every road, you carry the weight, you shoulder the load. Afraid if you slip, the whole thing will fall. So you grip even tighter, you give it your all. But the tighter you hold, the more it slips away. You can't control the tide. What if you trusted the fall for once? What if you let go of the constant defense? The world won't end if you loosen your grip. Sometimes you gotta let the anchor slip, 'cause the tighter you hold, the more it slips away. Let the current bend. And there it is, the loosening of your hands, the moment your body finally understands. You don't have to carry every single thing. Let go and feel the lightness that it brings. You loosen the reins and you start to breathe. You finally let yourself go and leave. No longer holding the impossible line. You let yourself go this time. Go this time. You can't quiet the noise inside tonight. It hums in the silence, it screams in the dark. But you can't quiet the noise in your heart. You crave a moment of perfect peace, a second of small release. But the thoughts keep spinning around and around. The loudest silence you've ever found. And it won't shut off, and it won't slow down. The static of a too loud sound. Close every door, turn off every light. Bet you can't quiet the noise inside tonight. It hums in the silence, it screams in the dark. Bet you can't quiet the noise in your heart. Maybe the trick isn't making it stop. Maybe it's learning to live with the drop. To let the noise be part of the song. To find the rhythm you've been missing all along. Cause it won't shut off, but you can make it sing. Turn the static into something. Close every door, turn off every light. Bet you can't quiet the noise inside tonight. It hums in the silence, it screams in the dark. Bet you can't quiet the noise in your heart. Let it play, let it ring. Make a melody from everything. The noise was never your enemy. It was just a part of you breaking free. And now the noise has a shape and a name. It's not a curse and it's not a shame. It's the sound of a mind that's wild and alive. The beautiful noise that keeps you alive. You opened the doors, you turned on the light. You couldn't quiet the noise, so you let it ignite. It hums in the silence, it sings in the dark. And now it's the music in your heart. Music in your heart. Music in your heart. Everything's blurry, the edges all bleed. Bet you can't see through the haze you need. The fog rolls in and it covers your eyes. Bet you can't see through the haze of lies. You wake up unsure of which way is up. Pouring confusion in a half-empty cup. The days run together, a smear of gray. Trying to find a clearing in the haze, and it clouds your vision.
see through the haze you need. The fog rolls in and it covers your eyes, but you can't see through the haze of lies. Haze of lies. But maybe you're looking in the wrong place, trying to force the clearing in the haze. Sometimes you gotta walk through the gray. Trust that the fog will eventually fade, 'cause it clouds your vision, but you keep on walking forward till the haze is gone. Everything's blurry, the edges all bleed, but you can't see through the haze you need. The fog rolls in and it covers your eyes, but you can't see through the haze of lies. Keep walking, keep moving through the fog. You're improving step by step. The haze will clear and the path will reappear.
said we'd fall, but we're still standing, still moving ahead. You couldn't slow us down. Like you said, you threw up the barricades, you built up the wall, but you couldn't slow us down, not at all. We moved too fast for your rules and your frown. You couldn't slow us down, this town. You couldn't slow us down. You couldn't slow us down. Everything shifted, the ground's rearranged. Bet you can't stay the same, the same. The person you are is already gone. Bet you can't stay the same for long. You held onto the version of you from before, gripping the past like a locked up door. But life keeps moving, it doesn't ask. It strips away the old and breaks the mask. And it's scary to change, it's hard to grow, but you can't stay frozen, you gotta let go. Everything shifted, the ground's rearranged. Bet you can't stay the same, the same. The person you are is already gone. Bet you can't stay the same for long. Every cell in your body's been replaced. Every belief you had has been retraced. You're not who you were a year ago, and that's the only way to grow. So embrace the change, right the unknown. You were never meant to stay alone. Everything shifted, the ground's rearranged. Bet you can't stay the same, the same. The person you are is already gone. Bet you can't stay the same for long. Become whoever you're gonna be. Become, set the future free. And here you are, a brand new design, carrying the old but crossing the line into a version you've never been. The change was never the end, it's where you begin. Everything shifted, the ground rearranged. You couldn't stay the same, you changed.